Welcome back, everyone. It is Wednesday, March 19th, and the NBA and my best plays are on the way. If you are new, my name's Austin from Calling Our Shot. As always, we begin the videos talking about a recap of how we did the day before. And unfortunately, it was an 0-1 day for us. We actually gave out Norm Powell's over in points. We talked about him on the live stream later on in the afternoon. He did not come through. Scored 11 in the first half, and then barely played in the second half. Knew he'd be on a restriction, but again, did not get a lot of minutes. Steph Curry got ruled out. Hate to see it 0-1. As you see on the screen, 70% hit rate on our unders, and we haven't really taken any unders recently. I've seen your guys' criticism in the comments. Don't you worry. We have some unders locked and loaded and ready to go for today's slate. Overs just don't seem to pay whenever I take them. So, hey, we'll go back to the unders that have been working for us, and if they work again today, you better believe we'll keep firing them away the rest of the season. Now, the only silver lining from yesterday, an 0-1 day, was if you tailed the Underdog fantasy slip, it smacked again. LaMelo did not play, but the other three legs, Mo Gay, the gift that keeps on giving, Dyson Daniels assists, and Kristaps first quarter points. Another winner there. We've cashed 3 of our last 4 Underdog slips. We'll again have one later on today. A reminder, code COS will get you this free square, which is Kevin Durant today for him to score 1 point. Also get you deposit match up to $1,000. A reminder, Underdog Fantasy, they have the ability to take a bunch of alt lines, which I really, really like, especially the alt line towards the under, which we love to see. So again, stick around for that. We'll talk about Underdog Fantasy more at the end of the video. Trying to hit a 4th slip in our last 5. They've been pretty good payouts. So let's try to do it once again. But like I said, we're going to dive into the picks. My last 2 notes is, of course, we've been giving out some exclusive plays. Yesterday, technically, Norm Powell was an exclusive play to the DubClub or the COS Hall of Famers, but ended up giving out for free since Steph Curry got ruled out. Today, we'll have some exclusive plays, probably 1, maybe 2. And of course, if we have any added plays, they'll be down below. Reminder, you can join the DubClub. It's normally $15 a month, but you can get a 2-week free trial to test it out. That link should be down below in the description. My last note before we dive into things is that we will, and I think I probably screwed up this. No, we have a reminder, our live stream. We'll be live at 4 p.m. Eastern time today on YouTube and on Twitch at Calling Our Shot. We've been doing some Twitch streams. Go check those out. Show some love on the Twitch. Go follow us over there if you watch your streams over there. 4 p.m. Eastern time. I'll be live. Good chance we add a play. We've been adding plays in those streams. Most recently, we added Luka's over an assist a few days ago. Didn't really want to add a play in yesterday's short slate. But let's dive in the picks today. And like I said, we got some unders. We'll begin with the first guy, the guy that owes us some money, Julius Randle. I'm taking his under 18.5 points, which is currently minus 115 on DraftKings. Now, the people are asking, Austin, would you play this at 17.5? Yes, I would. I think this line personally should be around 16.5. Randle and the Timberwolves are at home today as they play host to the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, this game does come in with a 12.5 point spread. I don't really normally cash unders because of blowouts, but I don't think I have that much luck going my way. But I do think that this game could be a blowout. The Pelicans now down Trey Murphy. His team is banged up, and I don't see them really wanting to run their big guys into the ground like Zion, CJ McCollum, and those guys. So at the end of the day, I really do think this is a good spot to fade Julius Randle. Now, statistically speaking, the Pelicans are not a great defense, but what they have done since the All-Star break is switched up how they play defense. Now, Trey Murphy's absence is going to definitely affect that, but you will see them start with Zion. You're going to have Olenek in there. You're going to have Yevis Messi, however you pronounce his name. So you have a lot of size actually in there. When we think about Randle, he is a guy that normally doesn't really count on his shooting to score. He's normally getting into the paint and scoring that way. And this hasn't been that great of a matchup for guys that like to score in the paint. It is great for spot-up shooters, which hasn't been really Randle's forte recently. Now, as a reminder, we'll be back on PropsMadness. You can use code COS, best research tool out there. We use it throughout the video, and honestly, it pays dividends on your bets. So take advantage of that code COS. I think the link's down below. Just apply that code when you go to pay for it. Let's talk about Julius Randle. Now, these are games since his return from injury. You'll see he's averaging about 18 points per game, under in 5 of 9. Now, in these games, he got it done against the Suns, tip the cap there. Again, the Hornets, he got 25 shots, or not 25 shots, 18 shots, 8 free throw attempts. And then these 2 games against the Nuggets and the Magic, they were just letting him go one-on-one. I don't know if the Pelicans let him go one-on-one, and I actually could think this is a good matchup for assists. Now, you look at his shot profile. He scores 41% of his points in the restricted area. The Pelicans rank 29th there. Looks like a good matchup. Now, this is including the whole season. Recently, they're more closer to like top 15, top 15th or so. So they're not actually as bad there. And you look at how he scores his points. If he's not getting to the free throw line, his number one method of scoring, which is where the Pelicans rank 10th. Spot up shooting, you could argue, sure, it's a good spot, but it's not like he's scoring 50% of his points there. Transition, fine. But again, not a terrific spot for him scoring the basketball, especially when we got guys in this lineup like Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, Dante DiVincenzo off the bench, Nas Reed, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He hasn't been playing a ton of minutes. Now you could say Austin, he played a ton last game, 41 minutes. He was playing backup center for them. Rudy Gobert got into foul trouble, and basically they were running the small ball with Julius Randle at the 5. But again, against the Jazz, 20 minutes, that was a blowout. 29 minutes against the Magic in a tight game. 28 here. It was a little bit of a blowout there, but 30 minutes, 34 without Gobert. So at the end of the day, I see this as a tough spot for Randle. If you look at his three-point prop, it's actually minus 180 on the under 1.5. So they really don't think he's knocking down two threes. If he does, I still think he can go under here. But again, I just don't think this is a great matchup for Randle scoring. I think it's an okay matchup. Is it like an A-plus matchup like I would have said it would be against the Nuggets or the Magic? No, but I really think this is a spot where Randle could maybe flirt with a triple-double. I could see him dishing it to his teammates. The Pelicans leave everyone open from 3, and I could see Julius Randle making the extra pass. Recently, his last 3 games, he's attempted 3, 2, and 2 3-pointers. So the guys coming off the bench, I actually like Nas Reed's matchup a lot. I like Ant-Man. I don't know if there's a big upside for minutes here with Gobert being back. I'm going to fade Julius Randle. He'll grab 7 boards tonight. That's a guarantee. I'll take his under in points, though. Now, we have a couple more unders, and they're actually unders in 3-pointers. If you recall, when we talked about this last week, or maybe what pre-odds, I don't really remember when I brought up the numbers, unders in 3s have been our most profitable market. I think we are 15-2 off the top of my head, and my next 2 plays are unders in 3-pointers. The first one will begin with the guy that is arguably the hottest player in the NBA. Pause. Quentin Grimes, under 3.5, made 3-pointers, minus 115 on Bet365. Now, you might be like, Austin, you're out of your mind. Why are you fading Quentin Grimes? He's been scorching hot, and I get that. But tonight's matchup against Oklahoma City Thunder is going to be a tough one. Now, you could take his under in points, but I think I'd rather go the under in 3s. Grimes is not like Maxey, but we have taken a Maxey under in 3s. He's gone sword under in 3s, but gone over in points. Grimes is really a lot of basically all that they got. So I can see him maybe getting some free throws. Maybe the 3-pointers aren't falling. You see him driving, getting to the mid-range. I just don't see him knocking down 4 threes tonight. If he knocks down 4 on the road in OKC, congrats. But I think he could easily hit 2 or 3 and still get to 25 points if I prefer the under and 3-pointers. Now, of course, we'll go back to PropsMadness, and we're looking at his points. You see he has absolutely torched teams, 25-plus in 5 straight games. He's been ridiculous, and it's coming off a career high 46 points, made 8 3-pointers against the Houston Rockets. He couldn't miss. We know this is a tough matchup, though. Spot-up shooting has been his number 1 way of scoring, but it's a little bit different now that he's more of a primary ball handler instead of feeding off Kyrie Irving. And then transition, tough matchup. Pick and roll ball handler, tough matchup. You see where he shoots his threes, a lot of above the break threes where the Thunder rank 2nd. Now, you do have to address the injury report for the Thunder. Geez, there's a lot of guys on that side. But the Thunder are going to be down guys like Lou Dort, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Jalen Williams. But Casey Wallace, a really good defender. Caruso doesn't have a line, really good defender. Those guys will be stuck on Grimes like glue. And I think this is a tough spot for him to make the threes. Now, like I said, he has been scorched earth recently, but he's still gone under this 3-point line in 3 and 2 of his last 5 when he scored the 25-plus points. Like, look at this game. Raptors makes 2 threes, 8 attempts. This game, 2 on 7. Wouldn't shock me if that's kind of the case tonight, where he just doesn't get a lot of breathing room from deep. We know how talented this Thunder defense is. Even without Lou Dort and those guys, they have other guys that can fill in, and it's more of a scheme. Sure, Lou Dort's an elite defender, but the scheme is more so, hey, we're going to try to force you into the paint where we have elite rim protectors, or force you in the mid-range, try to limit the 3-point shots. So, look, Grimes coming off a big game, legacy game, just betting on a little bit of regression here. I think he's a great player. Loved him as a New York Knick. Wish he was still with us, but 4 threes on the road in OKC, even if they are banged up, I got to take that any day of the week. I'll take his under in 3-pointers. And then my third and final play of the day, as a reminder, good chance we add some plays, probably add at least 1 play for you all, 1 play exclusive to the DubClub, maybe some more. There's a couple overs I really like. Maybe we'll touch on those at the end of the video. I definitely touch on them in the stream. Let's talk about this guy, though. It's Michael Porter Jr. I'm taking his under 2.5 made threes at minus 130 on DraftKings. Only hesitancy here with MPJ. Something is in the water when he gets to LA and he starts shooting there. He torches the Lakers. But a lot of those torching efforts were last year. And I feel like JJ Redick, a big analytics guy, he saw those matchups and he has made a very focal and big focus on slowing down Michael Porter Jr. because he torched them. They are willing to live with Jokic going down low and posting up, staying home on the shooters. If they're going to leave open guys, it's Aaron Gordon. It's going to be Russell Westbrook. Heck, they might even leave Christian Brown open. It's not MPJ, their best three-point shooter. So I really like his under and threes tonight. And it's kind of shown in his recent matchups against the Lakers. He hasn't been getting a ton of opportunities from three, which is exactly what we want. We don't want him shooting 33s tonight. We don't want that. We'd rather less attempts, less sweat for us. If he's only shooting 3 or 4, even better. Now, let's talk about MPJ. Of course, we're going back to Props Madness. Again, his under and threes, if you look at it, minus 136, you're getting a minus 130s. Right around these, I'd play probably about minus 145, maybe minus 150. Now, as I said, you've seen he's gone over in some recent games, but if you look at head-to-head wise versus the Lakers this year, 4 threes, shot only 7 though, so shot up 57%. Cool, good for him. The last 2 games, most recently in February and in March, 1 3 on 4 attempts and 1 3 on 4 attempts. So they've done a really good job limiting him there. This game was without Aaron Gordon, so his volume is going to go up a little bit. Today, I do expect the return of Nikola Jokic. He did not play in the most recent game. Jamal Murray didn't play, and you would expect Christian Brown's probable, and I want to say Aaron Gordon's probable. So you're thinking about, I don't even need Brown in here. We're thinking about games in which all those guys have played. He's under in 15 of his last 24, about 63%. And I don't see him getting a ton of volume. I mean, you could go further out on the season. You'd see he's under in 19 of 32, about 60%. And as I said, they've done a really good job at limiting the attempts. So if you're saying, hey, MPJ's playing with these guys and he's shooting 7 or fewer, under in 15 of 24, 8 or fewer, under in 11 of or 18 of 29. If he got back down to 5 or fewer, I mean, they've limited him to 4 or fewer in the last 2 games he's gone under. And I think he could hover around, right around this 4 to 6 area, 6 or fewer, under 14 of 19. So I really see this as a tough spot for him. The Lakers have been a better spot of defense recently. They've been doing their best at trying to limit guys shooting those shots. And ultimately, that's Michael Porter Jr.'s game. If he wants to go out there and score layups and dunks and stuff like that, cool. But I think they'll try to stay their best home on him from the three-point line, make him drive, get to the hoop like that. I know he's torched the Lakers in the past, but they've changed their defensive scheme here a lot. A lot of much better perimeter defenders out there. I expect him to stay home on MPJ, even though he's played well in LA. Just don't play well today. Simple as that. So officially my 3 picks right now, like I said, good chance we add some plays. Randle's under in points, Grimes under in threes, MPJ is under in threes. All understood. Now I probably will have an over and they'll be down below in the pinned comment. But I do like all those 3 a lot today. And hey, unders have been paying. We've been hitting them at a 70% clip. So I got to get back to that. We got to stop with this overs. Guys just absolutely clanking shots for us. We want them to clank shots in the right direction. We'll take their unders today. And finally, we'll talk about our Underdog fantasy slip. Like I said, we've hit 3 of our last 4. A reminder, you can sign up and get this Kevin Durant free square plus a deposit match up to $1,000. Make sure you use code COS or the link down below. Here's the Underdog slip today. It includes a plays that I do have on my lean card. Not sure I'll add them to my official card, but let's talk with these guys. First one, Alex Sarr, lower than 24.5 points. I'll be honest, Sarr's been cooking recently. But he's also played some centers that don't play any defense. They just let him shoot wide open from 3. Today, he'll get the Jazz. They'll have Filipowski in there, and I trust him as a better defender than, honestly, Klingon or Jokic. And I think he's better at moving his feet. He can get out there and contest those shots. And honestly, I will live with Alex Sarr scoring 25 on my head. Jabari Smith Jr. is one that I really, really liked. 16.5 points. Honestly, has a chance for me to add it as a regular play. His regular line's 12.5. He torched the Magic recently. I don't know if he torches them today. I think they stay better defensively. The only reason I didn't make an official play is that he does, I mean, you could say the Magic passed him in the draft for Banchero. So maybe he has a little bit of motivation there, but on the road, he's been pretty bad. I like Jabari Smith Jr. lower than 16.5 points. I like it at 12.5. Malik Beasley to make 3 threes. He's normally auto. He, great spot up matchup, torch the season. And then Austin Reeves, lower than 26.5 points. I kind of like Reeves lower. I think right now you're getting his price at the ceiling. And I don't know. I just don't see Reeves as a 27 point per game scorer. I get it. He's done it recently, but man, 26.5, you got to be shooting a good percentage. He's going to get a decent defender on him tonight, whether it's Christian Brown or it's Russell Westbrook. He's going to get a good defender on him. I'd be a little bit hesitant to trust Mr. Reeves to get you 27. So I'll take the lower there. $25 on that puppy. Turn into 88. Reminder code COS. Come tell me. Use my code. Also, you get a match on your deposit up to $1,000. Those are the picks. Like I said, added plays, we down below in the pinned comment. If you want to join the DubClub, there's a 2-week free trial. You get an exclusive play probably today. And of course, a reminder, if you want to, oops, wrong button. daily live stream, 4 p.m. Eastern time today, right here, same time, same place. Also, find us on Twitch at Calling Our Shot. Go shoot us a follow over there, and we will be live at 4 p.m. diving through the slate. I'll probably highlight some plays that we really like, maybe touch on any added plays, and ultimately have a good time there. So check it out, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Either way, those are my plays. Thanks for tuning in. It's a Wednesday. Fun note, my birthday is exactly 1 week from today. So my goal, my birthday gift to you guys, is try to go on a heater for the next 7 days so we can enter my birthday in style. Either way, see if we can do it. Starts with some unders today. See you in the next one. Peace. See you at the stream. 4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern. See you there.